Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Killer Snow, and today we were gonna go back into Batman, but yesterday my instructor decided to do us all a favor and give us our midterm early, so we have more time to work on it. In fact, like a whole extra weekend and a couple days, basically 4 extra days to go ahead and work on something is really nice. So I thought about it yesterday, and I thought to myself, what can I do to try and get a jump on this? And we were given some particular guidance. Let me see if I can, I have to scroll up to get to that. Okay, and then it shows up over my thing here. And we're going to go ahead and go to the live screen now. You'll notice that the layout is a little different. I had to chop off a little bit there. So we have some negative space, which honestly doesn't look too bad for what we're doing anyway. And yes, the camera is working again, and you see my little setup here because I am going to be trying to do most of my work primarily. If I need to use some keyboard shortcuts, my hand will be over here, but I will be primarily over here. So instead of you looking at my face as I'm looking down, you may as well see what I'm doing with my hands. So we're doing that. We're doing that. That's going to be a thing. Welcome, welcome. All right. So what the hell was I going to do? That's right. The guidance. The guidance from Cusco. Cusco's guidance. The guidance specifically crafted for Cusco. That guidance. Sorry, I'm getting my iPad set up next to me, and since I'm standing up instead of like right in front of it, it wants to be annoying. Because my teacher messages us through freaking what you call it. I already have a new one. Damn it. Yeah, it's not letting me. I need my phone. Unfortunate. Oh, hey, she's actually messaging in there right now. That's cool. 2 p.m. Need support on Zoom. I can't really jump on there while we are currently live, and I see what he did there. But he did displacement with like the same oh no, wait, that's a guitar. Okay, never mind. Let me see, I'm switching back here. I'm sorry, ever since I made a second account, I've been like really having difficulties understanding which one I'm on and where to find things again, even though it's basically the exact same layout. I apologize, my brain likes to dump information at very inopportune moment. Okay, here we go. I need to make a movie poster that must have 3 Compton images, text at the bottom, and sorry, text at the top. With my first name, last name, the class, and the instructor's name, but then, you know, everything else on there can be whatever the hell I want. And yeah, this is gonna be fun, because I already had an idea for a movie poster, and I already acquired the base image that we will be using today and that we will be comping images into and making into our own image. Of course, starting out as a already existent, what do you call it? as an already existent thing, image. Come on. Is this it? This has to be it. There's no way it's anything else. Drops porn right in the middle of... No, I'm kidding. That's right, we're working with this one. We are going to stretch it a little bit here. Let's see how it looks stretched out. I mean, what if I do that? Yeah, no, it's not going to do too much. Still going to need to... Funny enough, I have to look at the stream to see anything that's right here because my webcam is blocking it now because it's just kind of hanging there. So we now have our rasterized base original here. So original Beetlejuice poster. Excellent, and now we're going to Shift G, toss that in there, and the beginning of our originals folder here. So, the idea I had, and if you don't agree, that's fine, you're allowed to be wrong. I'm going to turn Beetlejuice into Needlejuice. And it's going to have a whole bunch of stuff that says, yeah, this is basically another Hellraiser, but no, it's not really Hellraiser, it's Needlejuice. I'm going to displace this like skin texture. I'm going to turn this into an actual texture. So that's why I have this image, and we're going to open up a new 512 by 512 300 ppi. And let's go ahead and drag this on there. Because I'm going to do that. I need to look at the stream to see where the check mark is. Perfect. Perfect. And now I'm going to... Oh, wait. Rasterize. So I'm going to do this because I don't need the parts on the nose. Actually, let me be a little bit more accurate here. Get rid of that. It almost feels disrespectful to my boy. But we'll be okay. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Control-Shift-Z to redo. We're going to deselect and going to go ahead and just grab this up right here. This is just some... The reason I'm not using this yet is because this is all just stuff that is a little quicker and easier to do with the keyboard and mouse. And I'm going to see what I can do about grabbing, say, this tidbit right here and relocating it. And then perhaps, perchance, I'm going to do that just so that way we can get the transform started. And then we're going to use warp. And we're gonna try and get this up here. So we're warping this a little bit. Actually, there were other... We're not going with a default grid. We're gonna 3x3 it so that way I have a little bit more control over aspects of it, like this right here. Come on, let me zoom in. No, that's right, that's on Zoom right now. Oh, it's not going to let me zoom into the camera because I currently have that on right there. That's fine. Actually, wait a minute. There's an auto align, if I recall. Probably not usable while I'm currently using the warp tool, but I should still be able to like see where it is. Unless it's under a menu. It might be under a menu. Oh, nope, I saw it. Auto align layers. Crazy. I'll work with that a little later. So the reason we're using warp is because I want to get these lines to kinda at least sort of maybe look like they want to line up. I know that is a long shot. And okay. Maybe. If you're curious as to why, perchance, I may be interested in warping and creating these lines to kind of even them out. Notice me, senpai. Oh, hey, Flare. Peak music in the background, as always. Thank you. So sorry I didn't still notice that. Why didn't I? Oh, because my monitor shifted. I'm sorry. I have a 3-monitor arm bracket that holds my monitors up in place, but it's not the tightest and best out there. And my right monitor is just not gonna want to cooperate, so that's just gonna be kind of laying a little more flat than usual. That's unfortunate. That means my chat is really far away from me. I don't like that. But I gotta be careful with how I'm manipulating this. Okay, I need to tighten that down. That's what's going on here. I wish I had noticed that before we kicked off the stream, because that's a hefty annoyance, actually. But thanks for bringing it to my attention, at least. Shit. You know, I'll post another picture of my setup in the Discord at some point, since I have it updated now with all this fanciness. Yeah, I am doing a disservice to that pin right there. No, it'll be close enough. Because what we're going to do is we're going to try and, first off, we're going to patch. Whoops. Didn't they have a way to constrain this? Okay, at least now we have the opportunity to start using our stuff. So we're just going to do this. Grab everything except for the pins, essentially, because we want to try and shift this a little bit. That's actually fine, because now I'm going to we're going to use the dropper tool, and we're going to grab that kind of darker blue that's in there. We're looking for this dark blue pixel information right there, because then we're going to go here. How do I join the Discord? Okay, so for the Discord, since you are viewing on Twitch, my panels, you know, right down below, the one that says Discord, the banner that says Discord, click on that. It's an open invite into my Discord server. That's hyperlinked into the banner, so anyone can just click it and hop on in. I screen people afterwards. In other words, if you come in and start acting a fool, then of course I'm gonna just kick you out. But as long as you're a decent human being, you should be fine. I have a few people from my classes in there as well, so we have a few game developers. I've got a few animation people. concept artists, and then just about everyone in there is a gamer. Playing all types of games. But let's see here. If you need a more personalized link, I can also go ahead and try and generate one and drop it into the chat for you. I have no problem doing that. So, oh yeah. Let me reduce that, and actually I can leave it as the type of pen it is right now. So we're going to very lightly just kind of do that right there. Do that here as well. So we're doing it lightly because we want it to kind of mix with the other lighter blue pixelations. We need to put a little something here. That blurred it really well. Damn near invisible. Okay, so now that we've done that, I am going to try and learn and improve and adapt and overcome, and we're going to take this lighter, actually, is this the lightest version of it? Right there. We're going to grab that, and we're going to take a peek at, oh my god, please don't look at that. I'll do something to fix this, I promise. We're going to go back to the brush tool, which is that hotkey for me, and we're going to see if we can draw in our highlight. Yo, why am I like kind of pleased about it? You found it? Hell yeah. Hey, I see you in there. Go ahead and hit you with that. You should have known better. Alright, so... Hello? What is going on? Something wasn't working. Something's still not working. Why is my cursor not changing? Ah, crap. Something happened. I can't zoom out either. Cool, I love when random stuff happens. Alright, so I'm going to restart the program, because obviously it doesn't want to participate. This happens. Untitled 2. We're going to save that as Seno skin, because I'll be damned if I go through the warping and stuff all over again. And then we're going to close that out. Oh, wait, yeah, we want to save that as well. Let's see, I got to go because of work, but I'll try to stick around for the next stream. Hey, no problem. You stopped in, you said hello. That meant a lot to me. Thank you very much. Same username for all platforms paying off? Hell yeah. I got the same flow going for all of my socials and stuff. I'm digging it. It's a form of really satisfying organization, it feels. See you later, Fleur. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're also gonna kind of texturize this. We'll patch this kind of blurred outness right here. We'll give the definition back to our project before we go too far. So we still have the lighter blue there. We finally have our cursor back. Photoshop is responding. It's not unusual for it to not sometimes. It is a computer program. It will kind of do its thing. Let's see about... This is already pretty light up here, but we actually have a lighter version where we can add a little to it. And, okay. So, for patching... Oh, now for patching... Listen to the blade go. Woo, 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 woo. Did it. So scientific. Every up I visit. So we're going to shrink that again. So this is going to be the patched area. Or the area to patch from. So we can do this. I went too far. We'll grab that. I'm gonna grab right in the middle. We're gonna scroll this up. Alright, so we are going to just kind of give it this treatment all around. Make sure we don't undo what we did for our line patch that we did right there. We don't want to undo it. Too far. See? We grabbed a little too much of something we didn't want. And I just keep on kind of dabbing back to the middle of it, because as you see, as we move, it moves the draw location too. And I know that there's a setting somewhere in there to swap it up, but I lost it. And by lost it, I mean I can't find it ever since a particular update, and it's just kind of not at the forefront of my to-do list, you know? So I kind of want to sample this right here. I'm trying to patch this up. The reason we're being extra meticulous is because we have time. You know, we found out about what our midterm is, and we weren't supposed to we're not supposed to be assigned this midterm until Monday, and then have it ready for turn-in by Thursday of next week, right? So I found out about it yesterday on a Thursday, and now that means I got time Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to make it something awesome. So I'm gonna take the time and be good and meticulous about this. Nah, I feel like that one's too dark. We're going to go back to that. That's the history tab. And now it's going to overwrite it now that I am coming over here. I was pressing a little too hard, so it was putting too much of that color information. Rather than doing it like subtly, it made a much harsher thing than I wanted. Yeah, we kind of want to blend just a little. Just darken it just a little bit. It'll be fine. Alright, now I definitely want to patch this crap right here. We're fixing that, don't worry. So, we're going to use our patch tool. Also, I kind of want to see what happens if I do this. Of course, I went too far. Yeah, I don't think I need to worry about that right now. Okay, this is going to be... There we go. Okay. I'm doing that because I noticed a little bit of blurring in the pixels that was kind of in there. So I figured, why not? I'm already editing this, so I can go ahead and take some liberties, make it a little bit spruced up. I'm going to actually grab this. Oh. Grab that. Just. Nope. Too much. Rather leave the slight curve to that pin than what I was unintentionally doing to it. And we're actually okay with that line that we are pulling from right there. Gonna grab from right there. I really kind of like just that blue patch skin texture. Like, I might just grab that and use that for something. I might. In fact, we're going to save the Senno skin as it is right now, just so that way I have a version of this. You can never better me. I totally forgot about the rest of him. So, we're going to get rid of it. Swing not dead so smooth, because I'm coming up the top of the head, dude. Oh my god. That's what I get for being too zoomed in. There we go. I created limit. And now for just a little bit of a warp. So that's not there. Where the hell? No, it should be here. Yeah, transform. There we go. And now we're gonna just kind of drag this corner and take this handle, pull that down a little bit. And you know what? We're actually gonna do that because we want the pins a certain way. Oi! Don't do that. Okay. Much better. Oh, hey, yo, what's up? Rain Wolf Eco. That's definitely it's got Wolf and Eco in it. I kind of pieced it together. The naming conventions are starting to mesh in. I'm starting to see and understand the language of the gods here. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Alright, what the hell was I saying? What the hell was I doing? Right, I took pieces of this and I'm going to... I want to get rid of the cleft. Doug Bradley's little dip in right there, that's, you know, classic Doug. But we're trying to do a little bit more here. So first off, let's re-grab that. Oh, patch tool, not brush. Yep, I knew it. Knew it! Let me go ahead and increase the size of this. See, now you can see the tablet actually working out for me. Able to go ahead and do a bunch of stuff with the dial. I wish that that I had thought ahead enough to, instead of wasting, well, I wouldn't say wasting time, but instead of just watching a whole bunch of One Piece last night, I could have gone ahead and set up the tablet properly with my hotkeys, because you hit this, it pulls up the driver panel, which is currently on my third monitor. Let me figure to pop in while procrastinating my own poster. Fair. I get that. But yeah, that like I wouldn't have this software if we were in school. But oh wow, it'll show you everything that's on my other stuff. It's a good thing I don't have anything wild in there. Yeah, shortcut keys. So I had already customized these on the Photoshop thing, and then it reset all of them. So I was just like, damn, that's fucked up. So I started to fix it up again, but it's not something I want to sit there and rack my brain over and do while waiting to, get to work. So that's just my little rant about me procrastinating when I shouldn't. But alright, so we're using the patch tool, and now we're doing this. Now the problem with it is that it's still detecting that where the chin was. So if you just come back down here, it will do that until we, basically tell it to save the information, to overwrite the information that we were drawing over by lifting the stylus up. That's all it takes. Now, I actually want to... I'm curious. What happens if I use the lasso tool? This is just me experimenting here. So what happens if I take that selection and then I go to transform and warp? You don't say. So what also happens if I go to grid and set it to 3x3? You don't say! So with this logic, I can customize a selection that is just ever so slightly 1 pubic hair centimeter off of what I want it to be, and then I can just manipulate that selection to what I need it to be. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what's happening right here? I think that's what's happening right here, and just like the song in the background, I just leveled up. Alright. And I can just patch that. What's getting, like, warped away, I can just patch it. That straightens that out a little bit. We'll bring that up. Bring that down a little bit. Bring that down a little bit. And actually, I can just go ahead and kind of stitch these seams back in. Got the capsule like a gotcha. And that pin, we can just go ahead and copy another one that's kind of at the same angle, like this one up here. I think I'm going to patch that over. Yeah, I think I like that. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm just going to... bitches. That's just the Saints Creed. Some beans and aliens. Nah. There we go. Grab a little of this. Nice. We're going to grab a little of that. Fix this up over here. Grab a little of that. Blend everything in there a little bit. Grab some of this. We're also going to paint it in over here. because I'm going to kind of recreate a new line for that right there, because I definitely messed that one up. Or no! Is it not wanting to? Let's go to normal and see what that does. Because sometimes this thing doesn't want to work. Oh, hey, look! That looked far better. Right, I wanted to use patch to grab this and oh, whoops. Kind of phase that out a little bit so that way we can... I'm sorry, when I keep saying patch like universally, but that's the clone stamp tool. That's clone stamp right there. Directly above it is a separate set of tools. Usually you'll see the spot healing brush tool, but I personally prefer using the patch tool right there. And I like using that to move and clone and like grab actual copies of things and slide them over and relocate things, and it's worked out pretty well for me, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom in. It's going to look really nasty and pixelated. Sorry. So sorry. But we're going to be meticulous. I'm going to grab all of that. Actually, I should have done that like that, and yeah, I fucked that up. My bads. So wait, if I lasso this instead of using the tool, because if I had used the tool right then, it would have just subbed into this exact thing wherever I moved it to, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Now, hopefully, we can see what I'm trying to do here. Now that I did that highlight and got an exact kind of shape for that nail, now I can come up here to where that intersection is, seeing how that looks. And now we're going to use the patch tool, hopefully, to good effect here. And we're going to slide this up to that point. Bitch! I like it. I like it. It worked. I'm going to call that a victory. I'm going to grab this here. We're going to reduce the size. And we're going to grab this. And we're going to kind of... fill that in. And then come down here. Scoot this over, because we do have a few errors, a few lines here going on, and we are not going to let that fly. We're better than that. So we're gonna go through here. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm a different species. I'm a different kind of animal. I'm revolting. Oh, what's going on? One moment. I'm getting messaged by my mom, and that's not usual at this time of the day, so, just give me a moment, please.
I use my instruments so native. Rabid, trapped inside a body full of hatred. Savage, scared of why they lock me up in cages. Demon fox energy, they know they can't contain it. The greatest, look at my figures, don't stick around. Leave them driven out, trucker just bigger, come bring me down. When they spit for clout, they up on Twitter like Mickey Mouse. Leave them in the ground, ninjas be overrated like in and out. And now that they be blinded, they in a crisis. I waste no gas like I'm a hybrid, they simple-minded. The way I rearrange the climate, I spit in seismic. A Boruto was never canon, so I never died, bitch. I'm shifting this like it's tectonic. They talking shit but don't bet on it. Pray to your kin and your dead prophets. Put the paper in my past like a red comic. Coursing armies, they all hate me at the Met office. They all want my power but afraid of what they'll get from it. You were never backing me, so why you trying to flex off it? I may be a monster, but at least the shit I said's honest.
Beast, they be calling me a beast. Beast, leaving bodies in the street. I'ma say my piece, you don't want it with the beast.
What you saying, what you saying, what you saying? I'm a beast, beast, they be calling me a beast. Beast, leaving bodies on the street. I'ma say my piece, you don't want it with the beast. What you saying, what you saying, what you saying? I'm a beast, beast, they be calling me a beast. Beast, leaving bodies on the street. I'ma say my piece, you don't want it with the beast. What you saying, what you saying, what you saying? I'm a beast.
In a world where I find comfort, am I lost or am I right where I need to be? It's a place where I found purpose. No one knows what's at the surface. I will carry myself to love, see. In every moment I'm tested, I'm showing that I can make it on my own just fine. But be rest assured that if your world is falling, that I will be the first to step in line. Turn my back on you, even if this world consumes what is left of me. I will conquer the threats that face you, even if this world consumes what is left of me.
Take away this world around us, every scar that fades with your touch. I'm where I'm meant to be. Finally, I see it so clear, and I'd like to live my life here at your side, no matter what comes next. If you go and follow, fighting for tomorrow, but promise me you won't go on your own. 'Cause now and forever we'll chase it together. No, I don't wanna face this world alone.
Every moment I'm tested, I'm showing that I can make it on my own just fine. But be rest assured that if your world is falling, then I will be the first to step in line. I will never turn my back on you, even if this world consumes what is left of me. I will conquer the threats that face you, even if this world consumes what is left of me.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So sorry about that. I want to pop over to my multi-stream chat because I forgot to do that when we kicked off the stream. So that was just a call from my mom, and it wasn't any danger. It was just in precaution of danger, you know, just precautionary measures and stuff that I was being notified of. So it's always nice to hear from parents. I got my drink. So if we look, we're still seeing this kind of seam over here. We took care of it down here a bit more but we're gonna keep on patching until we get the desired effect here. We're gonna come from a little higher, and we're gonna just kind of blend it in. I'm gonna come over here because it's still not quite done. There we go. We can always do shadow adjustments later as well. And oh, hey mom, thank you for liking the stream. Good, good, good. Hope all goes well. Eco, thank you for your sentiments. And Mother Dearest was concerned. Yes, Z-Day. Yes. Mothers will always be concerned, and I will always appreciate it. I didn't appreciate it so much when I was a kid, but then again, we never appreciate all the shit that our parents go through for us when we're kids. I've learned. I've learned to appreciate and understand and all that. Ooh, that's a little too much. Okay, so we need a lighter blue. I tried to go for that darkest dark again, but we need something a little bit less to go ahead and line this up a little bit here. Now we can go to that darker one. I'm in control for a point. Okay. I do want to take care of that. So this was part of our highlight, and by the way, this is me editing directly on the surface of this thing, which is usually not what we want to do, but I'm trying to turn this into like a texture and then place it over something. You'll see. Is this a Smurf pinhead? No. No, I cut off the middle of Doug Bradley's gorgeous face, phased out the dimple in his chin, and I'm gonna patch out the bottom of his eyelids there. That's why it's all warped here, because I've been manipulating it and warping it and straightening the curvature of his face and like replacing pins and stuff. It's been a process. It has been a process. But now that I'm looking up here, I may as well go ahead and grab a little of this. We're going to do this. And then we lift it up. And we lift it up for a reason, because if we went up any higher without lifting the stylus, it would have still grabbed the information as if it were, as if the eyelid were still there. And it was going to start, like, replacing the bottom of the eyelid over here, up here. So we want to make sure that we don't make silly little mistakes like that. And you see this seam here? We can go ahead and blur that, actually, using... Looking good with the heater. Is this it? Yeah, it's in here. Actually, there's another one. Where is it? No. No. It's not aligned to... Oh, hey. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there because we want that as a standard. Where is it? I'm sorry, I will find it because it's kind of something that I really want to use. No. No. It can't be something on the pen. There it is. See, I had the smudge tool on there, so I couldn't identify it. So, this right here is the blur tool. Well, let's see. Like a girl using Photoshop for a Tinder profile pic. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I could market my services to girls trying to, you know, maximize the efforts of their Tinder profile by blurring their faces. JK, but we all know that no one looks at faces on Tinder. I wouldn't personally know, but, you know, I'm a saint. So if we look up here, we still have a little bit of the line there, but using this blur tool, we can blur out the line a little bit, and now we're going to come over here and try and take care of some of this travesty that's happening. So I'm going to once again, oh wait, not all, no, I'm just going to regular do that, and then we're going to grab, like right here, I'm doing that. I'm gonna grab some of this here, and we're gonna, oh, nope, nope, that did not go as intended. I'm gonna grab from up there instead and just draw that in there. So I'm once again going to grab from right there. Hey! I mean, I look at the whole person. I don't even use Tinder. You weirdo. Thanks for the boat horn. I guess you just really wanted to get a look of me like being right here and then like see me jump or something? Nah. Nah, we're several months of boat horn in my ear, too late for that to be the case. Oh, I almost went to eraser mode. That's not what we want either. Understand, I am the god of destruction. That is better. We're gonna grab from down here, and we're going to. Ooh, whoops, too far. Grab it again. You know what? I just need to. Go from over here. There we go, nice and kind of blended and all that good stuff. We got texture. Whew. It's expected. Unlike the Spanish Inquisition, which, of course, as Eco has already pointed out, no one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. Except for the legions and hordes that came out of Alucard when he went level 0. They expected the Spanish Inquisition, because some of them were from it. Alright, so we're going to grab from over here, kind of patch that in a little bit. Going to grab a little bit more of that. Grab from that again. Do a little bit of a blur. Nice blur. Yeah. I think I can still do better here, so we're going to press our K1 key, and that gives us our brush, and now we're going to grab from this color here, and we're going to go ahead and kind of fill it in a bit, because I was able to see a little too much of the lines there. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and hit 1 on my desk here and let it drop down a bit, because I'm tired of standing. Okay. Actually, I kind of want to bring this down a little bit. But we'll leave it where it's at. We will indeed do that. We will leave it where it's at. I am gonna shift some things over to the right, just so that way I can kind of rest my arm up here. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, nope, that's I'm in the brush tool. We want to leave this darker here because that is the shadow from the pin. I do want to kind of make this straightened out though. So we're going to manually do that. Give me that brush. Alright. Oh, nope. That is not what I was trying to do. That didn't work either. There. So I hit shift to constrain it to align, and I'm gonna grab this again and redo the inner part of it. And I'm going to try and grab this and see if this kind of makes it work a little bit better. And then if we go to the blur at 50% strength, go back to the dark, grab that a little bit. Too dark, too dark. Let's kind of increase size. Let's reduce opacity. Okay. Ow. Ow. What is that? You've only watched the abridged? Well, the abridged is the one that mentioned the expectation of the Spanish Inquisition. So, I mean, you know, did you really watch the abridged? No, I don't know. Sounds dicey. I know Gotham Deathmatch Regiment stand 3 squadrons. I'm gonna halt on there, and we're gonna nope. Stop that. That. Hello? What's freaking out on me? Oh well. Nice. Wonder what happens if I... We've got room to experiment. Oh wait, that's right. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. We're gonna grab the nail. As carefully as we can. It's a very nice nail, right? I watch things like I do homework, binge it all in one session while doing other things at the same time. Oh, okay, that's fair. I know, I'm aware of people that also do that. I mean, I'm not one. Couldn't be me. That's right. I can't exactly. Oh wait, I can actually. If I. know what? We're gonna fix this up a little bit more. We're gonna grab a little of this. What? Excuse you. There we go. So there's a reason we did that, obviously, but that's a secret for now. So I'm going to lasso. We're going to grab this. One of my favorite inspirational songs, because he really cannot stop. Alright, so now that we've highlighted that and we know the size of that pin, we're holding the down key. You can see where my hand is. You can oh wow, I just realized you can see the color shooting out of my keyboard. So you can see where my keystroke came from. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm holding down on that key and moving the selection while I still have the lasso tool on. And now that I've moved it right around here, we're going to switch to the patch tool. We already did this once and saw that it worked, so we're just going to assume it's going to work perfectly again. And I'm going to do that. And, oh, you don't say. You do not say. Crazy. Grab a little of this right there, just to smooth it out a little bit. Grab up here. Take a look at it. Scrabble. I kinda want to shift this down just a little bit now, and I'm annoyed at myself for not having done it before, because now we're gonna need to blend other things again. But I literally just want you down like right there. And I will hit the, we'll deselect, and we're going to grab the patch tool again, and we're going to grab from right around there. Right around there. Damn it. I'll do that for right now, but that's not what's going to be right there. Alright, blur. It's a nice effect for the keyboard. Looks like it shouldn't exist in this world type stuff. I do like how it's looking on the camera. Yeah, that's kind of like that, what, I'm trying to remember, I think it was, yeah, Chronicles of Riddick on the giant warship. When they were going over their strategy table, they had like metallic sand that was manipulated and kept on like going in waves like that. Now that I think about it, that's a fond memory watching those movies. All right, so we are going ahead and blurring and blending here. I already mentioned this isn't going to be like, this is too bright right here. We're going to add this shadow and bring it down here. That's something that has to happen. But we're going to blend everything else here. For the feels. I want to go to the brush, and I actually want to grab some of this and just kind of... Oh, right. The opacity on my brush is still down. There's like a yellowish almost. But it doesn't seem to want to grab it, so that's fine. Yeah, I need some brighter color in there to discern the highlight. So we're going to go back to brush. We're going to grab a little of that. We're going to reduce the size here, and we're going to type dab in and constrain it. And now we can manually do a little bit there. It's got to be slight, like it has to have a differentiation from the rest of the skin, and it wasn't having that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with it. At least for the fact that we have taken basically Doug Bradley's face and turned it into a patch of something that could potentially be usable. I think that's something. You know what? Matter of fact, I want to grab this. We're gonna grab that nail. We're gonna move it up here. Yep, that's good. I don't care that it grabbed a little of that shadow, but I'm getting rid of that, this like deep curve line. It's not doing it for me. I'm gonna grab from over here actually. And because it doesn't make sense for there to be like a bit of the highlight and then it's just like permanently all over there. There's got to be some fade away, so I can't be using the same patch of skin tone for the entire thing. Or technically I could, because it is for me to turn into a what do you call it? A texture. I could. Oh, hello, chat. Yes, 120, 159, 255. That's my guess for the average RGB color. Oh, for that one point that I was trying to get in between to create it. Yeah. Rocky Ocean, playing with the fire. You are not that lit. All right. I want the blur tool here again, because seeing that messed up like that is messing with me, even though I could technically just... So I don't think the head of that pin is going to make it, but the rest of it has a chance to if I just like move this up here. And then we'll just go back and patch things here again. We'll grab from down here. And we'll make this like this. Okay. And I'm gonna need some shadows that I will manually do and bring them all down here. I think I'm gonna rotate this pin. You know, if you just have the highlight for that and nothing else in the image, people would question what I'm cutting. It's like a dyslexic circumcision. Oh my god. Let me, I'm sorry. Let me just rotate this and, oh no. It's excited. Yeah, we accept that, and then we go back here to patch. So unlike when we do things non-destructively, you know, the right way, where we have multiple layers and we're doing multiple things and we can just drag things out and move them around and do all that, if we tried to use the original face to try and do the texture and all that stuff, it would have been very, very difficult. Also, this is a texture that I've really been wanting to do and have and create, and I know that it's not going to work properly because of the fact that to properly make it a texture, it has to fit into a since it's a 512, it has to be on a 256 by 256 offset and look good, and it's not going to. But it's still something I want to try. If I can just even do something with this, it'll be a success for me, and I can always find a way to use this. I'm going to grab this right here, and then I'm going to just do that right there. There's a couple of people yelling "bow down to the king" now that I hear it. I don't think I heard that originally in this track. So we see these lines here. This would set my teacher off, and it would set me off too, honestly, because I don't believe in just like leaving it like this. I turned in one assignment that had that I kind of just like rushed through a bit, and I didn't. I particularly remember just lassoing some trees and tossing a color change on it and calling it done, and when I think back on it and I look at it, I don't want to look at it. Like, I'm really mad that I gave a teacher that I really like a subpar assignment, but I was just kind of in a rush that day, and sometimes that can't be helped. But in my case, it definitely could have. I could have had some more patience and turned in something better. And you see this right here? That's a bad patch. Let's reduce the size here. Let's grab from like right over here. Blend that in there a little bit. Alright. Oh no, the whole image, I'd say that patch was probably around 100, 120, 180, probably just a bit off. I usually don't look at the values at all. I'm the kind of person that looks at a recipe, looks at the measurements, and then just once I get used to how it's supposed to taste and look, I guesstimate everything else. Just a moment, I gauge them. Sorry, I saw more line here. We're gonna blend that out a little bit more. Fucking none of y'all can stop me. Alright, now we are gonna try and do a little bit more with the lines here. This is a line that I made, isn't it? I feel like that's a line that I made rather than one that was supposed to be there. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this right here. You see that? And we're just gonna... Nice. And then we'll take this, blur it up a little bit here. Let's zoom in a bit more.
Started with a number one.
Hey.
How the power get this long?
Hey.
Cause I either come gums, either run when I hit that gun.
Hey.
Sailing, I'm taking the risk from my cruise on the move as we pillage the grand line.
Eco, you are a, are you like actually an animation major? I forgot the, all the intro stuff because she completely skipped me for intros, so I never got to tell everyone how messed up my head is sometimes and how I will completely brain dump something to the point where it's not like I forgot, it's like it literally never happened or it never existed. It's not like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened, but yeah, no, it's there. No, it's just not there anymore. But I do remember that she did not ask me whatsoever. Water. I'm gonna grab this. Nah. I think if I just grab this and try and... I don't know why I feel like that did something for it. I want to grab, actually, that highlight that we got going on up at the top of this. I want to bring that back down here a little. You feel me? That there. I don't know why this one spot is a little... It felt too dark, like a really... Oh yeah, he does have deep pock marks on parts of his face. Oh well, sorry. At least y'all now know that I can edit out deep marks in your face. Well, let's see. I used to Unicode people's clan tags and other dumb stuff with Unicode, and you have to know the values of colors in order to change text, color, and such. 3D animation. Yeah, I'm game development. I'm a game development major. I chose to take this class out of my degree plan. Like it's not in my degree plan. But I just found out that they subbed it in for one of the classes that is in my degree plan, which was accelerated digital drawing, which was about to be an absolute pain. So being able to do this and then learn like After Effects, so that way I can kind of maybe learn how to rig my own skeletons and all that stuff, like I feel like that would benefit me far better, because the accelerated digital drawing course was for concept art, and I'm definitely not going to be a concept artist. I'm sorry, that's not my bag. But this is all right. I don't mind learning this. All right, I think this blue right here is quite possibly the best chance for a shadow shade. And I think, just to be safe, we're going to do a separate layer here, and I'm going to increase the size because we do have, yeah, the pressure settings are existent right now, right? For size and other things, right? Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah, whatever. Alright, so we're on a separate layer right now, because we're trying to, we're gonna go ahead and, okay, maybe not that angle. There we go. So I don't mind doing this one really dark, and then getting it a little lighter down there. Toss that there, that a little bit there. Okay, so it may seem confusing as to why I'd be doing it like this and making it look all bad. Because yes, I admit this looks very bad. But that is because I'm seriously just gonna okay. Okay, so now I can now I'm going to smooth it out. Yeah, didn't want to do that much. Got to reduce the size here a little bit. There we go. Do a little bit of a blur. Hello? That completely got rid of it. Yeah, we want to go back to regular pen mode. Oh, right, because it was on eraser instead of blur mode. Right, right. Okay, yeah. Got it. Let's come over here. You know what, I need to put the lines over here first before I worry about the shadow, now that I think about it. It's not going to be right, because that's not a shadow that's going down there. That's literally a line across his face. So we are going to be respectful of that, and we are going to add those important lines to our homeboy's face. Because it is needed. So here again is what we're gonna do. It's gonna look very similar to what we did before. So we're gonna do that, and then we're going to do this. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right. There you go. Okay. Okay, it works. Turn it up, yeah. We blur the lines out a bit and we'll be good. Be a powerful win. Where do I want to pull that one from? Probably from the darker side over here. Oh, wait. We'll undo that because we forgot to put it on the patch tool. Back in the battle, we turned it up. Okay, now we take this blur tool and we can go ahead and get in close again because we see these lines, we don't like these. That's a sudden change in gradation as opposed to something subtle that works with the color information of the pixel next to it. And that's not from any kind of special education. That's just kind of using eyes and looking and figuring it out. Like, I didn't realize initially why certain things, like, I was like, okay, that's definitely been cut out and put elsewhere. And sometimes it's not because the lighting is wrong, it's not because of anything like super obvious like that, but it's because like the color information from one pixel to the next in a spot is so drastic. Like down here. Right there. Let's go to regular cursor mode here. So you see that right there? I'm trying to do the bottles right now. I forgot how to do that mapping mask thing. It was annoying. I'll actually go ahead and show you. But I wanted to prove the point here real quick that this drastic difference between like these couple of light ones and the ones next to it, it really stands out. Like, I zoom out and I look this over, and that really just stands out to me right there, right here in this corner. It just does, and that's why we blur. That's why we just blend the fuck out of it and make sure that it kind of has that gradient change to match the things around it. And let me finish up this one, and I'll go ahead and pull up the bottles, because I did those. I'm pretty sure I have the. If I have it cloud saved here, then it'll be fine. I'll be able to pull it up and show it to you. If not, I apologize, and we'll try and make another example. Or you can drop the pictures in the Discord so I can grab them up and use them that way. Let's see here. It's hard to notice up close. Far away is more noticeable. Yeah. I can kind of see, I see it more in both. I can just see it and it bothers me. I don't buy it, bitch. I'm running on the inside. Demon to fight the devil. Don't want the Brock, you want this guy. Dunkin' is all I know. Okay, so we're going to check and see if... Oh, hey, look, I do have it right there. Bottles. We are Venom. Yeah, this world will take advantage if you let them. I don't know if I have all the things. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, so the way she did it, she, Oh, I actually have the thing. Okay, so this isn't even the one that I completed, so I can actually just kind of redo it and show you. So here's what I'm going to do. So she made it really convoluted. I'm gonna pause the music so I can explain this. I don't think she intended to make it convoluted, because I know she's reading off of her own notes that she made, and sometimes when we write things out and our brain is going a mile a minute while we're trying to write it out, it just doesn't translate well. And also there's updates and stuff that include quality of life changes that, you know, make things a little bit easier. But okay, so there's something that she said that wasn't necessary. You don't need to, you know, save this in 50,000 different things and open them all up and do all this other stuff. It's not needed, because you don't need to apply it. She said it because once you apply a filter to this, to a layer, you need to either create a new layer to apply a new filter on, or you need to change the filter. I think there's a vid dropped off. If you don't, it's also harder because I'm very slightly red-green colorblind, so slight differences in blue is hard to tell. Often just looks the same. Oh, well, yeah, fair. That is fair. I'm I'm actually fascinated by the way other people perceive the world too, because I know that how I view it is different than everyone else views it, and then the next person next to me, and all this other stuff. And it's very uncommon to have the same exact view of everything that someone else does. Um, but I'm going off kilter here. I can delete that layer. That layer wasn't anything important. That was just for my information. So I'm going to create a new layer here, and we're going to call this label picker, because here's one of the things that she was talking about that that was confusing and not necessary. Um, you don't need to go out and manually black out everything the way she was doing it. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to make this handmade logo. Get it? So we're gonna go around here. Doesn't need to be perfect, right? Although I'm pretty impressed with myself for that one. I kind of liked how. Okay, I said it doesn't need to be perfect, but since I already did such a good job, we're gonna clean that up just a little bit. Right? So now that we have this selection, if we hit Control, Shift, and I, we just inverted the selection, right? And I'm going to go back to our default values here. With our default values, if I hit Control, Delete, oh, sorry, let's go back. If we actually Control, Delete filled the layer with white, Alt, Delete fills it with the primary color, black. So now that we have that done, and we have this lovely label that is still opaque, we're going to crank that up to 100%, and then we're going to go to Save As, and we're going to Save on Computer, and we're in our animation folder, so I'm just going to go ahead and call this particular thing that I'm saving the handmade label. Okay, so we saved the handmade label, right? So now I'm going to like go out of that picker, because the reason we saved it that way is because everything is blacked out except for this. This is the information that we need, and we have it placed directly over the bottle where we want it. So we need it saved, a version of it saved just like this. And now we can, I'm going to go ahead and select everything in the color picker and delete. So now it's an empty one again. And we're going to go back to this label, and she wanted the blue bottle as well. So we're going to put the opacity back at 50. If you need me to slow down or explain anything, let me know. But now that we have that at 50, I kind of like that it's on the reflection a little bit, but that is a little high for a label on a bottle. So we're going to put that right there, and then we're going to make it fully opaque again, and then we're going to go in here and honestly, if we use the magnetic lasso tool, it should work. So the magnetic lasso tool will just kind of drop the pins where it makes the most sense for the system, and we can clean it up if we want to, but we don't need to. I'm just trying to show another tool at work here. So because of it, you don't need to be as precise and meticulous as I'm being, but I want to minimize any of my OCD kicking in and making me want to. Hello? Oh no. Oh no 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 no! I'm just going to use the regular tool because apparently it decided to freak out at the last second. So, ignoring that, I know the music's still off. It's because I don't want to I don't want to fight over my own like little tutorial here trying to help someone out and talk over excellent rappers because they'll talk far more effectively. And we'll go ahead and clear that. Just a little bit more. It's fine. Okay. So we have that, right? Object tool would do as well. Yes, correct. It will work in some of these. I just kind of really enjoy doing the manual pick sometimes for small stuff. But now that we have that, we're going to do exactly the thing that I showed you before. We're going to click on our label picker layer. We're going to Control-Shift-I to invert our selection, and then we're going to hit Alt-Delete. And then we can deselect Instagram notification from Aria. Have a good weekend. See you Monday. Aw, nice. And let's see. Now we need to save as. This is the half price discount label. Okay, so now that we've saved both of these labels, right? Understandable. Oop, ad wait. Okay, yeah. So I will wait for the ad to finish out. Just let me know when it's done. I don't want to. I don't want to get sued. Never mind. I won't whistle that song. Y'all, when I say that I bought some of the densest nugs I have had in years the other day, it's impressive. It is impressive. You know what? The camera's on. It's on there. I'm just gonna drop this girthy boy right there. Just look at that. Look at it. Let me look at that a little bit. Just look at this. Look at this. This is the captain now. I was squeezing that thing and it wasn't making an indent on it. Can't wait. Need some of that? Yeah, boy. Okay. So we saved this as the half price discount thing. I'm assuming that since you can see now, the ad is gone. Now back, I lost you at the Alt-Delete. Okay, so the Alt-Delete is what filled in everything after we inverted our selection. So it filled in everything black on the label picker. And then we went ahead and we went to save as, and we saved the project as a half price discount label. So that way, if you open the project, this is what's the first thing seen. But now I am going to go back to open, because now we've saved it a couple of different ways. But now I am going back to, open recent, and we're going to go back to bottles, and we're going to close out this half price discount, and we can get rid of this label maker and these labels, because what we're going to be working on is right here. And so we go to filter, right? We're going to go to filter gallery. All right, ignore the grain. Sorry, I use that to make my... I use lower intensity of grain to make my high quality, like, super iPhone camera photos look less quality to fit into whatever background I toss it into. So grain is not needed right now. Don't worry about that. But what you might want is to go into distort, go to glass, wait, hello? Why am I not seeing anything here? Oh, because texture's canvas instead of frosted, that would usually show something, right? Right? distortion, smoothness. Yo, we're not seeing anything on this. Oh, I know why, because I still have this turned off. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you're seeing this now. Now we can see that all that distortion and stuff is on there. So this is using a filter, and this is basically the same thing for the faces as well. Makes sense? Yeah. So this is using the filters, but you'll notice that this will let you pick basically anything that's in here. So this is just another way to do that. But we're on glass. You go to texture, you'll notice that there's nothing there for you to pick that would work for what we're trying to do. So you click on this little hamburger menu right here, and it says load texture. So with load texture, you go to, we're going to do the handmade label. We're going to open. And if we go over here and zoom into this demo, you will see that the handmade label has shown up, and if we increase distortion, it shows up even more. We can change the smoothness. I typically like to increase it so that way it doesn't look like there's something falling, like a hole in it or cracks or anything, but having that nice little bit of a reflective shine. Well, while we're seeing it now, now is now, then and not now. Once now happens, it is then, not now. Why are you messing with me right now? Including then and now in the future. Shut up, man. So scaling will move that around. You don't want to mess with that too much. But here's where she went wrong, but not necessarily wrong. She just made it really confusing here. So now that you have that on there, if you try and click and try and do another one, it's just going to overwrite what you've done. But what she neglected was the fact that you can stack your filters right here by adding a new layer with a new effect. In fact, you can double dip and have the exact same one on there, and it'll enhance the effect that you already have on there if you had happened to have maxed it out for whatever reason. But we're not looking for that, right? We're going to go here, and we're going to load texture, and we're going to go with the half price discount label. And now it's using the same exact information as the previous one, so you can just tailor it how you need. But by dropping that right there, and smoothness right there, there you have it. You've got your handmade label and your half price discount label with some reflective light, and there was no need to open 1,000 different projects to do it the way that we were initially shown. So just stack them up here. You hit OK, they apply. There we go. If you want to blur that a bit more, you probably can. I just realized that I kind of made it a little too big and it kind of dipped out there a little bit, but it is what it is. And this was the tutorial. I hope that helped. Plus, I heard something about nugs, so figured it'd be appropriate to do so. Man, I was just showing the nugs. I wasn't smoking the nugs. I'm still coherent. You're just intentionally trying to give me a headache. I was making Spaceballs reference. No, I know what you were referencing. I know absolutely that you were referencing the scene where they were trying to use that little device that showed them what was happening right now and what was going to happen in the future, because they went ahead and watched what was happening in the past, and then they went too far. And I know, the movie was a giant jumble and crazy mess, but I definitely watched and remembered that. So that's the bottles. They're done. I'm going to save that. We're going to close that out, and we're going to go back to this. And now for our regularly scheduled programming. I hope that helped you out. Let's see. We're back on our Hellraiser layer because I noticed a line here. I didn't like it. And thank you for posting the clip. I see that now. That's the mistake, being coherent. Well, I've also got this bubbler right here that is it's a bubbler for vapes. So that's a 510 cartridge in there, and I hit that button 5 times to turn it on, and then so smooth. Oh. Mm. Mm. Some water. Mm. Delectable. Okay. Moving on. Ooh. Actually, I still see a bit of a line right there. I'm actually going to tag it with the mouse because we want that 100% strength on that. And we still needed to add a line here and kind of smooth it out. And one up here. So I'm thinking Lincoln. Got him. We're gonna no, not quite. I can probably work with that if I use the brush and I grab some of this and I kind of try and do a little, just a little bit of darkening on that. Oh, whoops. I forgot that I lifted the stylus a little bit, so we weren't going to get that exactly the way we wanted it. But by adding this, we are effectively selling that point a little bit better. And gonna kind of need to do the same up there. So we're going to grab patch tool. We're gonna hide this layer just in case. Don't know what'll happen. Grab this here. Oh yeah, let's turn the music back on because I can hear the deafening silence. So giddy. Examiners. Savages. Oh, little too much. Little too much. Smudge tool. Let's see what's going on. When you do shadows, I recommend possibly 12, 12, 30. I like to try and guesstimate and see if I'm right. 12, 12, 30. Okay. We'll give it a shot. We are venom. This world will take advantage if you let them. So you said, because I currently have shadows set to a multiply layer. I'm just gonna create another one and first shadows. And let's try. You said values of 12, 12, 30. It's black, but not quite black. Okay. We see won't last long. I think the brush I'm currently using also probably isn't the best for trying to do a shadow. So let's see what I've got going. There's the smudge brush. That's for something else. The Falcor might help. Look at all these pieces fall apart. Watch it all collapse. Bury it in ash and crush the heart. Oh, how it falls. It crumbles to dust. That's actually a nice shadow color. That's smooth, Eco. Thank you. You said add 10 to each if it's too dark. Let's see. Let's try it. So 22, 22, 40. Ah. Yeah. I couldn't keep that straight, apparently. Also, the size is a little too much. So if I do that, and then I set this to, not dissolve, but not darker color, lighten, screen. Screen's not right. Not lighter color either, but I feel like lighten somehow was working. And again, alright, so that's how it looks on its own. Yeah, lighten just kind of completely gets rid of it. It's not quite how they go. So I'll just have to not rely on the overlays, and I will have to rely on how hard I press on or use. Softness or opacity. I think I'm gonna turn the opacity down a bit, or just be careful how hard I'm pressing, because that was me pressing at full strength. Well, not full strength, that cracked the fucking screen, but... Let's see, getting messages. Aww. My friends love sending photos of their fucking babies. They're precious. Okay. Okay. Shit is impeccable, you wanna live to the rest with the king's throne. I make you scared, so the only thing that you'll be writing are sick notes. Murder, talk shit, then a bitch get a fist in his fucking mouth. Murder, ain't scared of him, tell man's gonna erase here a little bit. Put a man in a ditch, I'ma leave him 6 foot down. Murder, straight murder, there's nowhere to fuck around. Murder, talk shit, then a bitch. But then if I go ahead and draw more in there, it'll... Murder gets too intense. Now I'm thinking it looks like a Pinhead version of Megamind. You mean basically just Pinhead with an inflated head? It's just a bald guy. Get rid of that one. Nah, feels thick. Feels too thick. And now, power level, unbeatable. How we keep on breaking through. You wanna mess with us? Unbelievable. Goku. Just keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. Okay. I can get enough. Yeah. Say I'm a grind, I'm tough. Yeah. Feeling super. I'm about to make this rough. Yeah. Leave them in their own blood. Yeah. See what I've now become. Yeah. Feeling super. It's Peter Summer. You didn't even league, make a streak of stomach. You're not even in my league. Let me teach you. Gonna disperse that a little bit. I'm gonna use this. Gonna increase the size a bit. We're gonna. Not a full erase, but I am going to lighten. Oh wait, this is on smudge. I thought this was on the eraser. Nope. Is he gonna let me do that? No, it's not. What about the smudge? Let's turn that down a bit here too. Yeah. Yeah, the smudge kind of did it. Smudge kind of did it for me. I can appreciate the smudge. Alright, that's fair. I'm going to delete my first shadows layer. We're going to keep this shadow layer. And... I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be... What am I? No. Wrong button. Following that. You will understand, it's too late. That's why. I'm gonna blur first. And then we're going to go in here and go to smudge. That's why that tool was on that before, because I never really used it through that menu. This shop of Pinhead was lit in multiple angles, shallow angles, but at least 2 from what I can see. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, not that one. Where is? Where the hell did I save it to? Did I just put it in, like, here? Yes, I did. There's the original. And we cut out his nose and smash these 2 sides together right there and have tried to make it as seamless of a thing as possible, but that's kind of what we got. I love the makeup job for him. It's so simple yet so really, really nice. Well, we're not pro, but this is kind of something. Actually, let me get that smudge tool one more time and see if I can get that a little smudged up a little bit here. Alright. Yeah. That adds to. None of these really seem to enhance it in an incredible way. So I think it's fine. Not difference. Maybe I'll just put it on multiply just to say that I did something extra with it. Now, I'm gonna save the Seno skin. Let's see. Feel like I'm king of the pirates. We're gonna merge these two layers together, and then I'm going to do the offset thing that I would do for a texture. Yeah, no, it definitely isn't gonna do shit here. Not wrap around, repeat edge pixels. Yep, no, it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna look it that way. So we're gonna just keep it as is like that. Because we're not gonna have it be a repeating texture, hopefully. So that should be that, and now we can go ahead and open up that. 3 actually, there's a soft forward light, and 2 top. What a transformation. Yeah, we just completely got rid of his face, and we're just gonna use cheeks. Get it? Assumption. Face is rotated, I feel like I'm Shiva, god of destruction. Okay, so I'm going to, of course... For edit. This is my personal naming convention for stuff. I have the originals, I have the 4 edits, and then I have the final product, which will have subfolders within it. And then I change the Beetlejuice poster for edit. So, theoretically, I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm actually enjoying watching you do this more than I thought. I usually just lurk in streams. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's nice to have someone to talk to throughout the process, too, because lurkers is all well and good. I do appreciate my lurkers. Do not ever get that twisted. But, it can be hard to fill the silence with just my music playlist and then me trying to talk to myself, essentially. No, that's not how we're going to start this one. We're going to see what we can separate out with our object selection tool first. Now we're actually getting started on the midterm process. So, oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh, you really couldn't... Let's hit that again and see if it'll, like, pay attention. Damn, that really just grabbed everything up there, huh? It grabbed bits of that. Hey, okay, so I can do something with this. There's one that I can pull out. That is Lydia Dietz's mother. And we're going to do this. Bam. We got her. Almost. You see that? You see that? I was too eager to jump ahead, and I almost missed that overlap there that was happening. I feel like that is actually a part of her right there, too. So I'm going to take that. Okay. That feels okay. That feels okay to me. Yeah, so usually on my channel here, I like to play games, usually Dead by Daylight, but I've been wanting to and have been successfully branching away from that and playing games that I've never played before and like breaking them down on a game development standpoint and also experiencing them as a player for the first time. Um, but whenever I have fun assignments and fun homework things to do, I go ahead and do that too, because I think that just because other people can't afford what we kind of can to go to the school doesn't mean they shouldn't be able to learn it. Right, so what just happened? Undo. Okay. Passed it on the mission, yeah. So cut is Control X. Why is it not actually cutting her out? It did. Oh, because my originals are on. There we go. Turn off the originals and now things make sense. So I feel like I can reuse her somewhere. Thank you for your services. Let's see if we can. I know that it got Lydia and it was trying to detect the dad. I forgot his name. Remove the armhole. Not backseat photoshopping. Not really indulged in DVD content. Yeah. When it comes from me, it comes with a healthy dose, or rather an unhealthy dose, of severe rage and frustration at the developers for some of their choices in how they handle things. And I rant about it a lot. Because I think they should be doing it better. And I went so far as to get educated so that way I could, you know, say that I have the right to say that you should get better because I know what goes into everything and, you know, I work in the same shit and I think you should be doing better. So I'm going to make my own. It's going to have hookers and blackjack. I'm just kidding. No hookers and blackjack, but it is definitely going to not have issues with core mechanics or rely on applying unnecessary amounts of pressure to an individual player to foster all of the interactions. Because there's some dumb mistakes in the game that need to be addressed, but everyone's too busy worrying about a meta power struggle. Say this ain't you, no I don't believe it, no I don't believe it, we're your family, the world that you're killing is half of me. Tragedy, cause you were my hero. You were my hero. Oh, I see what you meant about the armhole. Hey, I actually didn't notice it. Thank you for the call out. I will actually take a look into that. I don't mind backseat photoshops, by the way. Even backseat gaming, I don't mind it too terribly because I might find something that I wouldn't have otherwise found with my method of playing a game. I really don't like getting this close, but not fine. Run inside us, being like this. You can find that you're tearing apart a crystal ball. You would never see it coming up peripheral. You really had against the wall. Okay, we're gonna re-grab her head here, and now that I'm all up close here, we're gonna fix this. I would still have you. someone that I didn't choose. Your family of fate, I wish I could refuse you. Now let's see. Heart as wide as pearl. God, that re-recorded hook is fucking amazing. Hey, we got a little roller coaster. And oh boy, does my hand not like me right now. So now we go all the way up and around all this crap, and then we land right there. Ugh. His name is Marky Mark, and his family is the Funky Bunch. Z-Day. What? Your brain is more old movie references than matter. It's honestly impressive and worrying. I remember watching this cartoon. It was my shit growing up. Eating farina or oatmeal, cream of wheat, and just watching the Beetlejuice cartoon. Though I venture someplace, though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Yes, I fucking remember that. Absolutely. Just go ahead and drop Lydia there. Yeah, I was born for this. Now let's see about grabbing up Pops. Are you gonna let me? Or are you gonna grab like a whole square? Oh hey, they actually grab. Nice, nice. Even though I'm still gonna go through it manually, but you know, nice. It cut a little time out for us. That's sweet. By the way, I haven't eaten anything. All I've had is water and an energy drink. And I am starting to get peckish. Armhole. We are doing this. So there is a benefit to doing what I'm doing. Because even if I don't have a use for these characters individually, the main thing here is that I have them separate. So if I line him up there, that's exactly where he's supposed to be. If we turn Lydia back on, let's get her lined up. Drop down a little bit. Lock that in place. Hide. I feel like he should be... Nope, he is pretty much exactly where he has to be. Nice. Lock, hide, Lydia's mom. Bring that ass here. And that's not going to be a perfect one, but it's good enough. Lock, hide. So what we just did is, it looks like nothing, right? But now if we take literally like anything else, this isn't actually going in there. This is just me proving a point here. But now we take that and drop it down and My word! They are now all marveling at the giant dog. Yeah, that's the whole point of me cutting them out, because I'm going to cut out basically every aspect of this thing. The house, Beetlejuice, the moon. I'm going to cut it all up, cut it all out, and I'm going to make it work. Honeycombs. Yes. Yes, honeycombs was my shit too. Like, don't get me wrong. Whenever I had cereal, it would be honeycombs. I was a weird kid that also enjoyed Raisin Bran. So I'd either have Raisin Bran, honeycombs. I liked Honey Smacks every now and again, but not too much. I like the old people cereals. But I always made them like really sweet and dumped extra sugar into them and all this other stuff. I'd reuse the sweet milk that was produced from anything and everything and just compile it. I still have a nice little appetite for some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know. Anyway, I need to stop talking about food because I am quite peckish. We're going to go back to our poster edit here, and we're going to make sure that we grab our ever so polite homeboy right here. Hopefully it will grab him and not... it's going to grab everything from that point on. Okay, so now we need to start manually highlighting the elements and pulling them free. I'm going to try and work as much into this as I can with all this extra time that we have to work on it. Okay. Oh. Hey, Mom. Didn't know that you were still here. I was weird and like grape nuts. You like grape nuts? When I was in Puerto Rico, there used to be these flowers that were really, really sweet. Like the nectar in them was sweet. So if you plucked it very carefully and had just like the bulb of the plant that wasn't like blossomed or anything, and you sucked on the end of it to get the nectar out of it, much like the bees that I hate, it was really, really sweet. And I nearly like did that to an entire shrub, and I always wondered why the bugs wouldn't stop leaving me alone, or why they wouldn't stop pestering me, and why they wouldn't just leave me alone. And it's probably because I had nectar all over me. Such a dumb kid. I was all the way up in the mountains of Mame Uno with my Titi Mary. That was also where I learned about fire ants. That was fun. I learned that I could jump like 4 feet up into the air to jump into a sink basin, so I could wash a bunch of angry fire ants off of my leg. Let's see, I was working, but I had it in the background, and I've been watching. Oh, thanks, Mom. See, even my mom lurks. That's awesome. Let's, I don't want to pull off any part of that stair. Get a little better here. There we go. I was disrespecting the girth and thickness of this character by chopping off bits of the pixels here. Let's give the man his respect. And actually, there's a finger missing here. I think they just didn't print it all the way, and also because it's like really low, they didn't really bother. But we got it. We're gonna go ahead and that's the shrunken head guy. Shrunken hunter, because he was a hunter. My Photoshop just crashed again. Ooh. Barrio Mame Uno. Wow, good memories. Yeah, the fire ants was a great memory, Ma. Absolutely great memory. was terrified. I was standing off of the little porch, the little back step at Titi Medi's house that leads to the backyard where she had the little shed where the chickens would go in and out of. So like I was standing on the side of it and minding my own business. I didn't feel them crawling up my leg. And then me picó and I felt it and I was like, ow, what is that? I looked down, I saw them swarming all over my leg, and then all at once I felt it just burning, and I was like, I freaked out, I cried, I ran up those concrete steps, ran in and jumped into, in the Marquesina, she had a really big, like, basically like a mudroom sink, kind of like the one that you guys have in the garage. So I jumped up, tiny ass me. I was barely like 3 feet tall, and I jumped my height up into that sink and cranked that water up to maximum. Oh my god, I was not happy. I'm gonna wind up putting all these guys in a folder called characters once I have them all. Oh, hey, the shark leg person. I feel like that guy was left out of certain like movie renditions for Beetlejuice for some reason. No, he was sitting in the room actually. I remember he was sitting next to or close to the guy that was offering them a cigarette because he was like completely burned. I think they tripped. I think Barbara tripped over the shark fin, or the tail of the shark. I'm going to grab them both together for right now, and then I'm going to split it up further and separate the damn. I actually just fucked all that up. I'm going to do this. There we go. I got the shark. I saved it. The shark is going to be separate from the guy. I was like, I'm going to separate them both and then I'll separate them further, but no, the way things worked out, this is actually just going to be a little bit better. So we're going to cut him out. We're going to give him his own little layer here. Shark. I'm going to call him Sharky, actually. Sharky. These balls are on fire, sing to the tune of Alicia Keys. Yes. These balls are on fire. So we have Sharky overlaid on the exact spot we want him at. And now I'll take him out of the for edit folder. And we'll go back here. And now it's time to grab the homie. So thankfully, she did not say that, she did not specify if we needed to be in the photos or not, because last project needed to have us in it. So I mean, I did it, but I was struggling to come up with ideas, which is why my, why there was a post of me just, with a bunch of stuff going on, standing there awkwardly with like a whole bunch of Marvel characters and stuff going crazy in the back. And that was the result of them saying, yeah, use yourself in there. And we need a panoramic. Go out and get a fancy series of photos that can be smashed together to make a panoramic without using the feature. And I was like, okay, look, I do not have the kind of time to be going out looking and trolling through these streets and find an ideal spot for photography like that. I don't have the time. Do not. So I just decided to green screen it in. And I think it worked out to my benefit. Wish I never knew. Alright, we got the guy. The guy. I can't call him the guy. He's gonna be Scuba Guy. The guy. That's a little too special of a title. I think there's only like 2 people that should be the guy. Let's see. You have to have very steady hands for this. You can't have palsy. I don't know. Saying that's pretty ballsy. I know that was bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. Just, please don't leave me. Alright, we have the scuba guy. We've got Sharky, which we can turn back on there now. So far, our edits look great because everything still looks seamlessly like it was before. But now, so far, anything that we add in here can, you know, be extra fantastic because these guys are going to pop out over it. And that'll help when we organize our layers and make things very meticulous and have characters poking their heads out of weird places and all this other stuff. I know you just did this, but menus are hard. How do you save the labels to filter mask? Oh. Let us go back here. So for these bottles, when I had the label where I wanted it and I had the label picker blocking it out, so the label has to be over where you want it, so that's why you do the opacity thing by clicking here. Let's pause the music because it's fantastic and I keep on wanting to stop my sentence to sing along with it. So that's where we want it over the bottle. That's why it's positioned there, and that is the label we want, the handmade one. At least that's the one I wanted. So we turn the opacity back up, we block everything else out, and this is the image you should be looking at when you go and do File, Save As, and then just come up with a name for it and save it. So I saved it before as the handmade label, and that's exactly what I'm gonna, you know, save it over as again, because that's what it is. And once you save it as that handmade label, I'm gonna go back and open, you know, my main bottles, because that's where you should be doing the actual filtering at. We'll turn off the label stuff. And then when you go into your filter, under Filter Gallery, when you go to Distort and Glass, under Texture, you click in there and then you load a texture. And then it'll show up and you can change how you want it to look. I'm going to leave that up and in the background, just so that way I can show you again if it's needed. Yeah, you save it as just a PSD, but what matters is what is the basically the thumbnail for that thing would be whatever it is. So, yeah. Okay, Scuba Guy. So everything from here down is good and taken care. I kind of want to. I'll see about carving out things that individually later. I love this guy. The tire guy, the flattened guy, best dead guy. Best dead boy here. Actually, I don't even need to press shift right now. We just need to go through, grab it, and I'll go through with alt afterwards and get rid of whatever's not needed. So there's a weird purple that I'm seeing there. I could probably remaster this a little bit and make things pop and make it look more HD, but it might also ruin the effect that we're going for with replacing this the way we're doing. I'm gonna need to get those fingers in there. Hang on. I just saw that they were like definitely not in there. Okay. Now we're going to get close. Get meticulous. Nice, nice. Move this over here. Gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's definitely a part of him. Okay, so I think I know what that purple is. That purple was their shadow for him. So we're going to go ahead and carve him out. Flat guy. Flat guy. Hey, everyone, it's Flat Guy. He's one of my favorites. Mainly because he says like 2 or 3 lines in the movie, and then one of those lines is the punchline for his horrible pun of how he feels a little flat. Then he just does this wheezing, like almost silent laugh. Like the laugh drags out until it's almost gone, and then he just disappears with this as the sound effect. Like baller, absolutely amazing. Now we're gonna grab all 3 of these guys together. We're not gonna do them individually because we're not gonna try and squeeze anyone in between them. But we may try and put someone behind them, so you know, things to pay attention to. Now, I wonder what would have happened if I used the sharpen tool on this, like the sharpen filter, before going at it. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if I had foresight? If I like really prepared it before sending it for editing? It would have been nutty. Or it could have done nothing. Let me not doubt myself too much. I promise I'm not holding my breath. I was actually holding my breath. Oh no, what have I done? I'll make that more refined and more specific once I finish this out. Cause my arm is there, as y'all can see, so it's kind of hard to see around it at certain times. My mother was not a glass maker when she made me, so I'm not exactly translucent, and I can't look through myself. Although I can look within myself. It's called introspection. Alright, we're gonna grab this. Maybe just a little bit more over here. Oh. That was highlight on his shoe. I need to grab up this. Yeah, Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, we got it. Football, guys. And we're going to line them back up. Yep. Perfect. Okay, those guys are taken care of. Shark guy taken care of. Oh, yeah. Come on. Tell me that it'll work. I know it won't. It's going to grab the whole thing. It grabbed the whole thing, didn't it? Oh, because it's only got football guys on there. It grabbed all of them. Like, I'm pretty sure. Let me put these guys in their group. Characters. And yeah, it literally cut out exactly them, and now it's trying to give me exactly them, which honestly not bad, but I do want things individually to slip things in. So as much as that is nice that it's finally giving me that particular group instead of the entire like top half of this, I cannot accept. I'm sorry. It's not going to work out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back in here like this, and we're going to grab his face. I also just noticed that the house has is a face. It has eyes, eyes and a mouth. It's fun. All right. I'm gonna start with the bad angle first that I suck with. Get the bump. You. My bad, I just realized. The hair is all right here. Gonna go up and around here. I knew I messed that up, but I couldn't exactly fix that at the time, so I always make sure to try and complete the loop that I'm doing, unless I messed up early enough that I could justify just starting it over, but that was not the case after I've already gone through almost everything there. We'll blow it up like dynamite. We're going to get some of this here. We're going to grab. Yes. And alright, I rate it. Just gonna do that. Yes, I refer to this as the Atom Rooster. Super Saiyan, so I'm overtaken, bro. Oh shit. Alright. We have him in place. Next, Adam's head. Absolutely. Such a handsome man. Yes, indeed. We're getting that. We're picking up all these little things here. I got a little bit of Beetlejuice's hand in there. But that's okay. I'm glad his hair wasn't as individual and spiky on that side. Alright. So now we can specify things. Take out other things. Add in necessary bits. Okay. Whew. I might need my wrist brace after this. Alright, so we carve out Adam's head. And we'll slip that right back in there. No one will know the difference. Toss that right up in there, and next. Okay, I think now we should try and get his body. No, we need the house. We should get the house? No. What's the most forefront here? We need Beetlejuice body out of the way. That's what we need, is Beetlejuice next. I've said it twice. I think I'll stop before I make the mistake. I'm saying it again. So for the hair, we're not gonna go too fucking crazy right now. There's a lot of it. I'll fine tune in a second. We need to get the primary bits here. Actually, since I already cut out his head, this is fine. I can just kind of bullshit around the bits of him. See, the reason I had the little freak out of where to start with cutting other things out is because I've already kind of been looking at this as if it's in pieces, but it's not. So I was like looking at the house thinking it was already separate, and looking at Barbara and Adam thinking that they were kind of separate from it. And I was like, okay, if I start cutting, what are things gonna look like? And it wasn't too good. With the angles and trying to cut particular holes, because I was looking, if you look at the bottom right corner of the house, which I'm not going to move the cursor to because I'm currently like try hard mode right now. But bottom right corner of the house, you'll notice where that hanging plant is that I was toying with the idea of cutting out. There is a piece of Adam's leg, which I would need to take into consideration and add in when I cut the rest of Adam's body out, right? I'm starting to get a little loose with the selection because my hand's starting to cramp up. So I'm going to take a second. Afterwards, I'm going to check some messages on my phone and stand up and, you know, work out my fingers a little bit, because right now they're working and it's hurting. Okay. I will be back. Actually, I'm gonna hit studio mode for a second because I want to be able to use my intermission screen if it worked. Is it bad that I'm still using the mouse even after all the warnings? Oh my god, if your hands can handle it, then you know, kudos. That's all I can say. Good luck, fam. So I'm going to, oh wait, that was the wrong one. Sorry, I'm trying to get my intermission screen set up like impromptu on the spot for y'all. And now if I go ahead and change the main screen on and do this. In fact, I'm just gonna, oh wait, let me undo that. I need to actually hold shift to remove the constraints for this. And that should be good, so let's hit that transition. Hey, there's the intermission screen. I'm going to run real quick to fucking massage my hand for a second and see if I can grab something from the fridge. Enjoy this Rengoku track, by the way.
Flame breath, pause and afraid when you're facing death. Thoughts of your brain like a game of chess. Cross your veins out of break of sweat. Say less, walk with your pain on the razor's edge. War never change, so we raise our heads and we talk with the grave when we're laid to rest. Better take your seats and back down if you're not here to play with beasts. I stand proud so you know that you're safe with me. My bravery is forged with the blazing heat. The duty of the strongest to save the weak, and through me they are bonded. The flames that speaks and making peace. And drawn with my blade and sheath, I aim to please the best when I take the lead. I do not care about egos. I kill at murder, she wrote. I send them flying heatho, cut through a body, heat stroke. I do it all like a cheat code. Set every goal and I meet those, and they won't know where my peak goes. I put my heart into battle, the king of the jungle, I'm leaving them dethroned.
My darkest hour, I will still have a heart of gold, and don't you take me for a coward. I will stand strong till my soul goes cold, and you couldn't hope to kill me like that. No, no, sticking a demon in an first. No, no, no way to die if I'm gonna die. No, no, breathing the fire and getting my stance. That's how you know it's over for you. That's how you know it's over for you.
That is not just in your body. I was not built when a pot's full of folly. Scorching my monks so they have not forgot me. The blade in itself like it's Joe Abercrombie. Paving my way for the path has been rocky. When I'm determined nobody can stop me. Pride in myself, I don't care if it's lonely, cause I'll be the brother they look to and copy. Burning heart, my life the survivor. Surging fast, the eyes of the tiger. Thermal blast aside of my fibers. Work and fight, I right to like fires. Make a stand and fight when time's dire. Blade in hand, I strike like wires. Face the facts, the time to lie tired. Fade to black, I die but not quiet. The spark inside won't ever fade. I raise the sun like Ra. My passion permeates my fate, a blessing from the stars. I leave a legacy and wait to see what comes to pass. I raise my sword so I can make him proud. I've done my part.
Kill me like that. No, no, sticking a demon in an first. No, no, no way to die if I'm gonna die. No, no, breathing the fire and getting my stance. That's how you know it's over for you. That's how you know it's over for you.
Okay, I'm back. I didn't check my phone. Hang on. Oh. Mom says she can't see me anymore. No, I didn't.
I would never think to hesitate. I lit a candle in the dark so I could light the way. I bring a force with me that's greater than a tidal wave. Backing down is not an option when there's life's at stake. I set the world ablaze because I'm never gonna die in vain.
Darkest hour, I will
You know, maybe Facebook just kind of turned off. Oh, it says welcome back. Oh no, that's welcome back from Eco. Hey, thank you for the welcome back. I'm currently. I know you can't see me fidgeting there, but I'm currently trying to get my wrist brace on. It's the first time I've pulled it out of the fridge in a while. I have a wrist brace that's got a cooling gel pack on the inside of it. So even though it does kind of make the brace a bit bulkier, it feels really, really nice. I have no problem with like braces taking up like half of my body at this point, because it's all just helping me. Oh, yep. This Moon Knight track. This was a picture that someone submitted to try and use in another composition, but I don't know. The guitar says Sexo on it, so I'm going to avoid using it in a school assignment. What was I? Oh no. Oh, okay, that's right. Whew. I was like, oh no, what happened to my outline? Let's see, I bet all I got are comp gloves, and they get really uncomfortable after a while. Yeah. Okay. Little berry smoothie. Get my phone put back up here. Once I take a look, make sure that there are no important things. Nancy Pelosi. Nope. Okay. Nice. Nothing else pressing. Nothing else frightening. We're good. So, if anyone's curious what this sticky note is right here, that's just barely visible. Oh, let me go back to the live screen too. This little sticky note that I got right here, it's actually notes for this that I wrote out last night because I'm dead serious about wanting to do this right. So I looked up the font that they used up here is Caslon Antique. And the credit font is Filmotype, and there's various different fonts of Filmotype that they used for up here and right here and down here. So I'll just experiment with them and see what I can get once I move through. I basically just wrote notes out for myself that I didn't want to forget as I was about to go to sleep. Alright, we're gonna... Ain't nobody do it like me, not even me, I know. Death is all I see, don't bother me at all. There's a side you don't. Let them wrap them around your throat. I know something you should really know. You ain't seen no one like me before. The voices in my head, they tell me no. I don't listen, no. I don't listen, no. Oh, I know this song is definitely gonna get muted, but I still love it. Now open up, Megaran's up, and I'm going nuts. I have a Megaran hat that I bought like from Megaran, got like from his hands into mine. It's really awesome. Legend in the flesh, telling you to just get your purse up. Where they got their first subs. To the workshop, they're gonna have to reimburse us. Word up. Hey, nice. Check it, check it. Well, impossible. We'll see if it actually leaves that little hole there, or if I have to like get into 8,000% to try and get that. Almost. There is no need to get this close on such a low res image, but I'm about it. There we go. Res. That should be good. Oh, well, you say that, but did you see the profile pic of my Insta I subbed to the teacher with? It's not exactly the most safe for. No, I did not see, actually. You know what? Just gonna bring my phone over here. Let's see. All right, I'm on my art profile. Where's the okay? Da-da-da. Matt, you're worried about that tame ass furry photo? No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I have seen far, far, far worse. Far more suggestive, far more definitely NSFW. Yeah. It's not a safe place. My mom can't go to comment on my Twitter without having a whole bunch of big titty people apparently popping up all over her page. Which is really odd and awkward because I'm actually friends with a good amount of them, and just since OnlyFans became a thing, everyone just advertises. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, let's get on this. We're going to get rid
Let me slow down though. Get you bitch, we fucking on down low. Cause I cut out like a Pokemon. Buster out the boss, you like a Porygon, like what you finna download. A lot of ass kissing mud birds of the brown nose weight. I just put a million on a townhome weight. Going down home cause I now know how those Super Saiyan niggas on a cloud roll weight. Super Saiyan nigga on a cloud with a big stick. Sipping on Mystic, big drip, big lip, big fish. Water warping like a Sharknado. Spinning through a section with the quickness, bitch.
I'm okay with the hair still being there because I can just, I'm gonna edit and grab a bit of the lapel and cover it up. Kevin, like, huh? Wait, huh? Yeah, I'm actually just gonna grab all that and say that that's all part of him. I feel like I'm freezed. I'm sorry, he looked really cross-eyed, and because all I saw was like, I don't know, something about it made it look cross-eyed and goofy looking for a second, and I lost my composure for a second. Just for a second. Okay, so we've got that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right around there. Okay. That should do. Alright, and now we want to specifically grab up a little bit in here. get rid of that bit of finger. Add in this bit right here. Oh, okay. Doesn't I mean true? Yeah. Just a timid furry pic looking like they're doing a Sailor Moon pose. Like that's nothing. I've seen full on yiffin photos for profile pictures. We're not having the safer work PFP discussions here. Cuz some people just do not care. Too late for trigger warnings. First name Dixie. By the way, I really do recommend getting the tablet. Because even with the tablet and having to use the stylus and stuff, it's more ergonomic, it's, you know, more natural, and your hand gets less tired doing it somehow. Well, it'll get more tired doing it, honestly, but you'll be able to get a far greater quality of work for the time that you're putting in. Because if I had to do all of this with the mouse with the precision that I'm going for, I would still be cutting out like the third character. Oh, and also on that note, I might skip the rest of Batman Arkham City because I'll be honest, I said that I would play it if I were having fun with it. And we played the first one, we had fun with it. The second one, we've played 2 streams worth of it. That means 6 hours worth of it, and I cannot tell you anything really about it. Like, it's that forgettable for me right now. I don't think I want to continue with it. And that's unfortunate. For them. Because that means that there's probably a slew of other people that just, like, were playing it casually and realize, you know what, I don't want to continue. I have other games that I want to play that are more interesting, just even in concept. And I think that was one of the shared sentiments, honestly, for Arkham City. So I'm not going to feel too bad. Hopefully no one will try and hold it over me. Because I'm really just trying not to slog through something I'm not enjoying and then making people watch me not enjoy it. And it's not that I wasn't enjoying it, it's that if it's like that forgettable right now, it's not something that I'm really going to want to continue playing, right? Alright, we're almost there. I'm not that far gone yet. Give it time. Give it time. Oh, and I looked into After Effects. It's basically a lot like the video editing software that I've used across various different platforms, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult. It's also similar to the sequencer used in Unreal Engine 4, which I definitely use a good amount of here, so I think I might already accidentally have an advantage. Like, I didn't even like go into tutorials or anything too crazy. I just took a look at it. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun time. Yeah, see this shoe? And we're going to grab this. You know, I'm hoping people see the efforts I go through while I'm trying to just do something fun. And are like, damn, I want this guy to Photoshop my shit. And if you do have that sentiment, literally just give me your photos. I want the practice right now, and you want to get them in while I'm just practicing, right? Right? Before I start saying, you know what, enough people like this that I'm going to start charging and being one of those people. Before I get to that point, I'd really like to get all my practice in. Alright, I think that's good. Bye-bye. No turning back in the beast belly. See, what I'm gonna do to Beetlejuice is gonna be something a little different. Actually, we don't want to lock it because we need to move him back into place. There, that works. Now we can lock it again. I'm gonna be doing a diffuse map on his face. You? And if that doesn't work, then I also had another thing that I was gonna try here. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. Type.
I was in the club and you roll up in the zone. Everybody think they want it, but you bet it on you. I'ma make you go. No one better than you. Worry about the green and you worry about the ever see them. You worry about the people speak cause you mean it. While you worrying, I'm leaping in the lead record. The moniker you gave me wasn't even created. The power level never dipping, I am elated. Among the best I
Yeah.
Your demons live by a tree, get you cremated. Oh shit, I'm a living maverick. Don chick, never had a smooth ride. When I hear a cold beat, it's all set. When you hear the new vibe,
There we go.
oh shit, you ain't on the same time. You ain't in the same league.
Image. We're gonna image size adjust this to pixels 512 by 512, 300 ppi. Definitely not gonna work out the way I want it to. Okay. Whatever.
I'ma make you go. No one better than everybody wanted. Everybody simping. They ain't want me then, but now they see I'm different. That's why I don't give a fuck about these bitches. All they talk is money, clout, and all the women. All I want is power. That's what makes us different. If you get the power, then you get it clouded. Then you get the money. Then you get the riches. So don't level up. I'm feeling fish. Me and my homies, we straight. Only way that we care about level these grades. And we down in the trenches. We paving these lanes. You taking the credit for bricks that we laid. Top of the ranking, I'm top of the league. When the top is in trouble, they copy your league. I control with the pieces. I monster the ink. I can summon a demon. Rock you to sleep. I can do it all. Do a little bit of this. I can pin a bit. Stays got me feeling like a Smith. And a dip range hits got me feeling like a Smith. Make your hair whip. Got you feeling like a Smith. Turn this up and down when it dawns and you call to myself. When it dawns to the wall, when they all. When the boss wanna brawl, but if I then they all wanna talk. Teach your man how to squabble.
Yeah, crank that up a little bit. Let me. And then X that out. I really hope it didn't. It probably did. Yeah, it did. Son of a bitch. That's not what I... No, no, no. All the work, it undid it all. No. No. It auto-saved it. No. All of the entire first hour spent making that perfect Cenobite skin. And all because I wanted to make a different Cenobite texture using it. No! I'm so upset. I'm so upset. That's so upsetting. That is so upsetting. Fuck. God damn it. No. Come here, Beetlejuice face. Just gonna mouse over your whole face for right now, and I need to see. Oh, and definitely, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's not gonna come out right. Of course not, because it was supposed to be a diffuse map that went over his face instead of an overlay with a pattern. No! I'm so upset. Also, I just realized that we are basically like 15 minutes over our usual time. So I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, hang on. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna end now at that huge disappointment. I'm really upset about that. That is disappointing. That is so disappointing. Okay, so I mean, my bad. I'm gonna try and take care of that off camera on my own again and recreate that. But that pretty much wraps it up for us here today. I want to go ahead and thank everyone that was involved in the stream today, starting with those on the mini feed, which means follows, likes, all that other stuff. And then I'd like to thank the chat. So first off, I'd like to thank my mother for liking the stream on the Facebook side. Thank you so much, Ma. And jumping straight over to the chat, we had a lot of chat here, primarily from Eco, one of my classmates, and a new follower here, and a new patron of the Discord and all that stuff. Thank you for being here, Eco. I really appreciate you sitting and chatting with me and helping Photoshop with me. Hey, and thank you for the follow on here, too. Very, very appreciated. Extremely appreciated, actually. Let me... because now I see where that alert was. Now I can fix where it's supposed to be. Haha, perfect. Thanks. You helped me fix the thing even after the fact. Z-Day, thank you for popping in, chatting a little bit. Mom, thank you for chatting with me even after coming through and, you know, liking the stream and all that stuff. And I'm sorry that I found out from her via text that apparently the Facebook side dropped out and it just wasn't broadcasting me anymore there, so I'm sorry for that happening. I don't know exactly why, but we'll figure that out another time. And now just to run back through the regular chat again real quick, we also saw Flare at the beginning of the chat, FLAR 353. I'm just assuming that's Flare 53. They were the first one in, and first time chatter as well. So they came from Facebook, actually, not Facebook, from YouTube. So thank you very much for following through from coming in on YouTube and on Twitch and chatting and all this stuff. It's very, very nice and appreciated. Let's see, I think that covers everyone. Rain, thank you for the entertainment. I'm glad you found it entertaining. I'm glad you found it entertaining. Really, really am glad. Anytime we have like a big assignment like this, you can count on me on the next stream I do being, you know, me working on that assignment. If you ever want to ask questions and stuff like that or see what's going on, it's fun stuff. But with all the thanks out of the way and everything else said and done, I will see y'all in the next one.